May my brother rest in peace in chaos. Life is a killer and I am just its emptiness. Oh, the rain, don't follow me no more. Oh, the rain, don't follow me no more. Another brother is dead, shot and pill-fed, forced to sing songs he didn't know, forced to march around his room and sing their songs. They watched him burn his fingers on cigarettes, watched his teeth turn black, shatter and fall. They marched him around a five-sided square while perfect circles of sunlight burnt his starved and crazy voice. When he said he couldn't sing, when he said he didn't know the words, they beat him and beat him and beat him. They ignored his mind and forced him to sing their songs. Shocked and pill-fed, another brother dead, while circling the gravestone square, broken and wailing beyond sadness. In this hell, you know your ABCs, your X, Y, Zs, but what about the letters in between? What about a kind word? What about the letters in between? But they made him sing their songs. They tried before they killed him, and he died before they killed him. Yet he always wore his watch. He holds the circle in his hands, imperfect orange square. He asks for his freedom. He only wants to fit the square into the circle, but they find no space for him in their life. No place for his lunacies and prophecies and prayers. He sits, old gray clay man, crumbling immortally, turning to dust, fading invisible numbers tattooed to his wrist and skull. He sits on his bunk, waiting to die. Maybe one more day of labor will do it, or the lack of bread, or an unkind word, or a well-worn switch. Shocked and shit-fed, waiting to die, broken beyond sadness, trying, refusing to sing their song. The last mounds of black snow cling to the concrete flatness of a bureaucratic wasteland, slowly bleeding this new spring, summer, all-season day toward the chair where he sits, broken beyond sadness. He stashes his hands between his knees and disappears. His cigarette disappears. He has become dark and sticky water in an ash-infested tray. They have killed him in another madhouse, in another broken square. They have burnt him and blunted his sword, but he never lost his voice, and he always wore his watch. A square inside a sphere, inside a square, inside a circle, inside a soul. Go, Gossamer. Go, gossamer hardback. Word, word, word has it that light is reflection of chain link in the petals, petals shattered glass upon the ground, brimming with life, undefinable links of cross-pollination, prayer on each link, this hiss in my ears, this hiss, if I stop and listen long enough, perhaps I will hear it, this easy life. This easy life, why do I make it so hard? Compensation for a job well done, scribe, shadow within a jewel. I hear it sing, and someday pensioned off. Ah, sing, great provider, sing. If we turn the tree upside down, its roots will sprout leaves, the branches take root, climbing the restless wind, selfless, self-reflection in stone. The bill has been paid, the pound delivered to the collection box, the fragments have been collected, and the bill has been paid. The walls of confused victims begun, reparations have been offered, the check has been prepared, the chain has come unbroken, though the links are not so clear, and yes, the bill has been paid. Classic reinvention of the classics. The time is not our own. The forest from the trees. Sugar is no substitute for wisdom. The low-fat lives we live are purely fiction. The products we've been fed contain our history, and the history we've been fed was surely altered, and the bill has been paid. See yourself in the gathering. And the flora and fauna speak our language. The fish that swim within us see their reflections, and the captain at the shoreline knows we're drowning. This contagious madness has no limits. Oh, calorie, oh, hazardous life, oh, great provider and producer, from which all nourishment comes. All nourishment comes. The facts blend with the granules. Oh, granulated ethos, the bill has been paid. Our saccharine hearts are now delivered. The tax and tip and extra charges. The book I read is always the same. A number on a check. The way things should have been. Food, beverage, subtitle, subtotal, subtitle, subtotal, tax and total and title and check. The bill has been paid. Thank you. Thank you very much. The bill has been paid. Selfless reflection in stone, climbing the restless wind, the gates of mystery and virtue, possessing and nourishing nothing, nothing. This life, my little life, illusion, this life, my little life, so small I don't think I could dance on it. Like a dime, I'm not sure I could stop on it. I crave it, yet I pull away from it. I play it down, I play it all at once. Check, 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 check. My little life, my little life, my little life. Sometimes it's so dark and foreboding, sometimes it's unbearably sweet. Being born of not being born, surrendering to your humility, to your humanity, yield to the light, let things take their course. I am what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am, I am what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am, not what I do, and I'm not what I am, and I am not what I do, and I'm not what I am, and the love that lands within the circle, the easy way seems hard, the hard way seems easy, the strength of virtue, frail, a square that has no corners, and the highest notes are hardest to hear. The highest notes are the hardest to hear. And the question of the other, and the balance of light and language, a bar of broken miracles, and the chain of silk secretions, union of reflections in the stone, the wood within the dark glass, servants to the oneness, the singing of the ribcage, our transient ideals, relevance and tolerance, trios within the backbone of the strings. Enough is enough is enough is enough, and will always be enough. The doorway to the entrance. The bird flies freely through the 10,000 things. The 10,000 things are one thing. The one thing is all things. This thing is what makes no thing. No thing is nothing. And the bill has been paid. And the bill has been paid. And the bill has been paid. And the note has come due. The blue note, the true note, the new note, the purr of sound, the sounding, the soaring in the winds, before time and space, before time and space, before time and space, there was the one, the real knowledge, the conscious knowledge. And we enter time and space and split like an atom, and our knowledges merge and become sense and essence. No longer bastard, blowhard, buffoon, yet all these still merging with the one, and the sky, the hot gray sky. As we dissolve, We dissolve and the clouds dissolve like a 20,000-year-old jawbone within the 10,000 things. And the shadow becomes a pool of dots, and the shadows emerging from the shadow become whisper and blood and gladness and tree, lifted up like a beggar, turning our eyes away from this island of dreams, where one can be anything one wants, even if one is something else. Where one can borrow what one can, always knowing that somewhere in the universe, the bill has been paid. Thank you very much. The bill has been paid. The bill has been paid. The bill has been paid. You better come on in our kitchen. It's going to be raining outdoors. Oh, the rain don't fall on me.